Hello guys, in this video we're going to talk about the homework 12.2, the harder worksheets. So for the first questions, we have the 11th term of our arithmetic sequence is -4, and then we have the 20th term is equal to 0.5. So if you still remember, the general term Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1d, isn't it? So how can we write it down T11 and then T20? So try to use this as a hint and then finish these questions. Alright, so for part A, we need to find out the general term. So first of all, the T11 can be written as a plus 11 minus 1 times d, isn't it? And then which is equal to -4. So that's our first equation. And then for T20 is equal to a plus 20 minus 1d, that is equal to 0.5. So this is our second equation. So we can simplify it further to get a plus 10d is equal to -4, and then a plus 19d is equal to 0.5. So this is the first one, this is the second one. If we can using the second one minus the first one, then we can say this is equal to 9d is equal to 0.5 minus the -4. So 9d is going to be equal to 4.5, so that the d is equal to 0.5. Then we can substitute the whole thing, we have the d here, and then back into our first equation, so that we have the a plus 10 times 0.5, giving you -4. So we can find out that a is equal to -4 minus 5, giving you -9. So now we have the value of a and d. Then we can say that the general term Tn just equal to a plus n minus 1 times d, isn't it? So we substitute the whole thing, we have -9 plus n minus 1 times d, which is 0.5. Then we can expand the bracket, so we have -9 plus 0.5n minus 0.5. So the final answer should be equal to 0.5n minus 9.5. Then if you want to find out whether the 100 is the term of the sequence, you can just substitute. You can just try to think about the Tn is equal to 100. To try to solve this equation, if the solved equation for n is a whole number, then we can say that 100 is actually a term of the sequence. So pause the video and try to think about yourself. Okay, so now we can say 0.5n minus 9.5 is equal to 100. So now we can say 0.5n is equal to 109.5. So it's actually the n just equal to 109.5 times 2, giving you the n is equal to 219. Okay, so now we can say that 219 is going to be our, the term is going to be 100. Okay, so that's for question 1. So for question 2, as you have the arithmetic sequence A, B, C, D, E, the common difference is n. So now we need to think about this, the following these two sequence are the arithmetic sequence as well. So try to find out the difference between each of them, and then to find out what is the common difference. Okay, so how can you find out the difference? You're just using the next term minus the front term. Okay, so for the 2a, we can think about by using 5 minus 4b minus 5 minus 4a. So this is going to be equal to 5 minus 4b minus 5 plus 4a. So 5 is gone, and then so we have 4a minus 4b, and then this is equal to 4 times a minus b. So as we have the b minus a here, we have b minus a is going to be equal to our common difference m. So which means that a minus b just equal to -m, isn't it? So we can say this is equal to 4 times -n. So we have -4n. Okay, so you can try to do another one as well, but actually they're the same. Because why? Because all of the terms are identical apart from the a change to b or c or d or e. So the final common difference is going to be -4n. Okay, so for part B, we have the log things. So try to think about it. The log 3 to the power of a is actually can be written as a log 3. So try to use this property and then to calculate the common difference by yourself. So as again, it's actually similar. The terms are similar. The only thing changing is the power here. So first of all, you consider about the 8 log 3 to the power of b minus 8 log 3 to the power of a. So we can using the log properties to take out the b, so it becomes 8b log 3 minus the 8a log 3. Then we can say that the 8 log 3 is actually a common factor, isn't it? So we can write it down 8 log 3, take it out, and then we have b minus a. So b minus a, as we said, is equal to n. So this is equal to 8 log 3 times n. So now we can say this is the common difference, and that's for question 2. Okay, so for question 3, we have the 12th term, the 3rd term, and the 4th term of a arithmetic sequence is equal to these 3 things in terms of x. So now we need to find out what is the values of x. So try to think about it as the 13th term and the 12th terms, they have the difference which is the similar as the 14th term and the 13th term. So try to set up an equation and to find it out. Okay, so for question A, we have the t13 minus t12 is actually equal to t14 minus t13, isn't it? Then we can using this equation to find it out. So this is our 12th term, this is the 3rd, this is the 14. We're using the 13 minus the 12. So we're using 3x minus 19 minus 4x plus 3 is going to be giving you the 7x plus 25 minus the 13th term. So this is 3x plus 19. I've already expanded the bracket, so please bear in mind the sign should be changed. Then what we're going to do is to simplify it. So now we have is to move all of the x to the same side. So we have 3x minus 4x minus 7x plus 3x is going to be equal to, numbers come together, so 25 plus 19 minus 3 plus 19. Okay, so this is going to be equal to, so 3 plus 3 giving you 6, minus 4 giving you 2, 2 minus 7 give you minus 5x, and then this is going to be equal to, so this is 22, and then this is 38. So 22 minus 38 is going to be equal to 60. So the x is just equal to the 60 divided by negative 5, giving you negative 12. Okay, so now we find out the value of x. Okay, so find out the general term Tn and the second term of the sequence. So how can we find out the general term? As we already have the x value, so now we can say that the T12 is just equal to what? It's just equal to 4 times negative 12 minus 3, giving you the answer is negative 51. And then similarly, we can find out T13. So T13 is just equal to 3 times negative 12 minus 19, giving you the value of negative 36 minus 19, and then this is equal to negative 55. So now we can find out the common difference between them, isn't it? So the common difference D just equal to minus 55 minus the negative 51. So giving you the common difference is equal to negative 4. Okay, so as we have the T12 can be written as the first term plus the 12 minus 1 times the common difference D. So now we can say that the first term is just equal to the A plus 11 times negative 4. And we have the 12th term is actually just equal to negative 51. So just substitute here is equal to negative 51. So just write that here. So now we can say that the A just equal to negative 51 plus 44. So the first term just equal to negative 7. Okay, so now we get the value of negative 7. Then we can say that the T2 just equal to negative 7. And then we minus the plus the common difference. So plus negative 4. So giving you the final answer is equal to negative 11. Okay, so that's for question 3. So now we're going to do the question 4. It is given that the Tn is a general term of an arithmetic sequence, we have Tn minus 5 is equal to this thing, and where n is a constant, and then if all the terms of the sequence are positive numbers, so for On, use for On, so On, the t value of n is going to be a positive number, so it's greater than 0, and we have this condition as well. So they're asking about to find out the first term. Okay, then how can we do this? So when we have the Tn minus 5 is using this. So what's the relationship between n minus 5 is equal to 3? So we think about when n minus 5 equal to 3, which means that the n is equal to 8, isn't it? And then for this T4, so for T4, n minus 5 equal to 4, which means that the n is equal to 9. So what we're going to calculate is going to be T8 minus 5, and then times T9 minus 5 is going to be equal to 2714, which is using this condition. So now we can substitute n inside our equation here. So now we have this is equal to 13 times 8 plus 3n minus 1, and then we times the 13 times 9, and then we plus 3m minus 1 is equal to 2714. Okay, so now we can calculate the whole thing here. We can see that's the 13 times 8 giving you what? 104, so minus 1 giving you 103 plus 3m, and then we times this is equal to 13 times 9 giving you 117 minus 1 giving you 116 plus the 3m. So this is equal to 2714. Now how can we think about it? How can we find out the value of n? So m is just a constant. So how can we find out the value of m? So what I then think about is just to expand the bracket first. So now we have this is equal to 103 times 116 plus 3 times 116m plus 3 times 103m, and then plus 9m squared, and we minus 2714 is equal to 0. So now we can say that this is equal to 9m squared, and then we plus the 3 times 116 plus 103m